I'll need to. Let's see. I'll just set it to windowed mode. That'll make things a bit easier. Oops. Oops. That might be a problem. I'll need to. That might be a problem. Let's see. I'll just set it to windowed mode. That'll make things a bit easier. Oops. That might be a problem. I'll need to. That might be a problem. Let's see. I'll just set it to windowed mode. That'll make things a bit easier. Oops. That might be a problem. I'll need to. Order. Window orderless. That might be a problem. Let's see. I'll just set it to windowed mode. Windowed mode. That'll make things a bit easier. Oops. That might be a problem. I'll need to. Order. Window orderless. That might be a problem. Let's see. I'll just set it to windowed mode. Windowed mode. That'll make things a bit easier. Oops. That might be a problem. I'll need. I love it. Order. Window orderless. That might be a problem. Let's see. I'll just set it to windowed mode. Windowed mode. That'll make things a bit easier. That might be a problem. Play with it a little bit. That might be a problem. That might be a problem. I sincerely hope no one's watching. That might be a problem. That might be a problem. Close that. Close it. Close it down! Close it! Playing, let's see. But will it work? Will it fly? Browse. Let's see. Browse videos. Burgle. This is some hamburglery shit. Let's try her again. Videos. Default 9%. It feels a bit more janky. I think switch to all range mode. Some configuration. I'm playing with it right now, but it's full windowed. Switch it that way. Alright, yes. It feels a bit better. That runs a bit smoother. Alright, just apply. Can I finagle it? Not too bad. That's not too bad. A bit more. Okay. It feels a bit off. Something does not feel quite right. default size. And now, stretch image to fit the screen. Right. Alright. This should work a bit better for the time being. Welcome to episode 1. I'm gonna see what I want to do here. Q for a dungeon of sorts. Get out of the way. And in the meantime, to do some very exciting mining. That. I would work better if I had some banter to bounce somebody off of, but as it stands right now, I'm all alone. So sad. Raw garnet. Not that bad. It's okay. Wait. Yeah, it was blood. Yeah, blood shore. Alright. The blood shore at Costa del Sol. Let's go to the beach. Intense loading screens. Alright. I'm gonna mine garnet until my dungeon pops here in a bit. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Alright. This out of the way. That is some mean-ass lag. I may not be able to do a dungeon at this rate. Let's see how things go. Critical miss. I need to hurry up, because I think they're gonna reset here pretty soon. I still got some time left. Clicking as hard as I can. It boosts my GP by 6%, but I have no idea what that means. Well, it's supposed to make gathering easier, but I don't know about that business. I am noticing a bit of lag here on Costa del Sol. Maybe it's probably lag on my computer's end, not my connection end, but see what I can do to remedy that here in a bit. And the next stream, I'm gonna see if I can't prepare some notes and such. I'm gonna go over some topics, news-related, newsworthy, and maybe some stuff about video games as well. Right now, I'm just kind of playing with my toys, so to speak, to figure out how some of my streaming tools work. I've played with these things before, but I've just never had a chance to really get in-depth with them. I like doing the gathering missions with high-quality turn-ins when I can, for that extra EXP boost. Just like doing 2 at a time, I feel like. It's good if you want to power level your gathering. Except when it comes to fishing. Fishing high-quality items are a mite bit trickier. I'm definitely detecting some frame loss, though. Which means I'll either have to downgrade my quality, or something to that effect. I'll just keep playing around with the settings, so I'll reach that nice equilibrium with 2 megabytes down and 1 megabyte up. The alternative, I think I could stream in full screen mode, which would allow me a little higher graphic fidelity, but I can't interact with my tools outside the game, which I may do. But I'll just have to see. I'll try that in a bit here. Listen, whenever I try to click outside my main screen, it'll just cause the whole game to shut down pretty much, and I'll have to click back into the game. Which isn't that big of a problem, to be honest. But, So if I wanted to use Twitch's chat bar or some outside utility, it's just kind of it would interrupt things, to say the least. I got 3. So I'm not doing as well as I would have liked. RNG is not on my side tonight. And I am in DPS queue, so that's probably why I haven't gotten anything yet. There we go. But, to be honest, I'm not ready to jump in the dungeon right this second anyway, so it'll work out fine, I think, when I do eventually get called here. I'm wanting to get everybody to level 30 on my classes, that is. Although, really, I shouldn't be worrying that much. Because if I try to keep everyone the same level, I'm pretty much almost never going to get to level 50. So at some point, I should decide just to start focusing on just 2 or 3 classes. Like I said, for getting everyone to 30 would be a nice just jumping off point for me, I feel like, though. Of course, there we go. Oh. Alright, 4 more to go. I wonder how much raw garnet goes for on the market board. I'll find out after we get done here. But no, I can also try lowering my resolution a bit more. It's already about as low as I want it to go. There we go. See if that works a little bit better. It's not too bad. I think I would still be better off with the full screen. Although with my poor upload rate, it's going to look bad no matter what I do on the streaming side. But this is just a creature comfort from my end, really. And it's one thing to stream badly, you know, it's a completely other thing to just play badly because your game's going at 20 to 25 frames per second. Which is not the worst. I heard apparently Resident Evil 2 was only at like 14 frames per second. But maybe that's just heresy. Let's see. As for the lengths of these streams, I'm thinking about doing maybe an hour or 2. At least enough to get through like 1 dungeon per stream. Because I think dungeons would be probably the most interesting thing to stream. Because this is probably the least compelling thing you would want to stream is mining. But like I said, this first episode is more or less a proof of concept rather than an actual stream. In fact, it may actually be deleted. So if you're hearing this, this may be a once-in-a-lifetime thing, or I do eventually delete it. But in either case, I'm a kind of guy who likes playing with things, seeing how things work. I like toys. That can be taken out of context. But in terms of stuff with computers, streaming video, creating image macros, so on and so forth, I like just to see what I can create with the tools I have. That's just how I am. I don't think I'm the only one. It's fun. Gold spammers. And it's 2015. We have solar grids. What are they called? 3D printers. Really, we have all this amazing technology. We still cannot stop gold spammers. I would just click ignore on those fellows, but it does nothing because apparently they change their name every 5 seconds. And as far as I can tell, Square Enix does not really care about the gold spammers that much. Which may be detrimental to them in the future, but I think they're working on that problem, but I don't even know. If you are curious what resolution I'm running at, it's probably like a full, I would say, compared to what I was usually playing the game at, probably, I'm bad at fractions. Let's say 3/4 of my screen. That's probably not right, but it's like, usually I stream by, or play the game at 1600 by 900. Now it's probably down somewhere in the realm of, like 1200 by like 750 or something along those lines, which is not bad, you know. Not the worst, but you know, if you have a proper computer and a proper monitor, it's terrible. For that matter, I am playing on a gaming laptop. Yuck, 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 gaming laptop. It's not bad. It's a Toshiba. Toshiba, was it X505? I got that right around the turn of 2011 or so. But yeah, it was nice for its day, and to be honest, it still performs admirably with most games I throw at it. However, it is starting to show its age. Hello! It's time to get this underway. Switch this business up. Now the real test begins. I sincerely hope I'm not lagging that badly, otherwise this will be the first and last stream I do of Final Fantasy XIV, since I'll just be a detriment to whatever group I'm in, if I am in a dungeon, which I don't want to do that. As much as I like the sound of my own voice and having it recorded for posterity, I'm not gonna purposely ruin other people's fun just to stream. Whoever has withdrawn from the duty, that's probably the best. Oh, there we go. For the best. Hello. Lady Bayonetta. Alright. I'll tell these folks they're being streamed and see if that changes their performance. Hopefully it will make them perform better. I don't know. Let's see. Oh. Baby's first dungeon. I love it. Now you can all watch my terrible DPS as I spam fire over and over. Such skill. Doesn't seem like it's lagging, but my FPS does look to be garbage. And if my upload speed is any indication, max under the pressure. If my upload speed is any indication, it's probably looking worse for the viewer than it is for me, which I feel bad about. I'm afraid to even review the stream at this point, so I need to change back over to Fire. But Thurtomage, if that's how you want to pronounce it. It's not the worst class. I do like the transpose technique for just regaining your mana back quickly. supposedly in the end game, you're not supposed to use it, and it's like the oops button, but I don't know. I've not gotten that far yet. The highest level being level 30 as of right now. I'm kind of curious how Scathe does at higher levels, if it even scales at higher levels. I'll find that out eventually, I'm sure. One thing I was going to say, if there is anyone currently viewing my stream, I can't see the chat, so hopefully there hasn't been a whole bunch of people yelling at me. I may turn the chat on here in a moment for myself. I am using a dual monitor setup to be exact, so I have my laptop along with an extra monitor hooked up to the laptop for technical purposes. I'll do that after I get out of the raid, though. I don't want to cause my internet to have a conniption fit here. I'll just assume that if anyone is watching, they're giving me wonderfully positive comments. They're praising my aptitude at Final Fantasy XIV. Clearly what they would be saying. I mean, how could you not disagree with such skill? The one reason I do not like this place, especially if you have charge up times for your spells or attacks, is these little fireballs die in like 1 to 2 hits. So by the time I tab target them, they're usually already dead, if not already close to being dead. Which isn't a problem really. If I just actually give a damn and try to pay attention, I can usually figure out what I'm supposed to do. Oops. Accidental protection cast there. But if you're just kind of casually going through the motions, it's kind of annoying. Much like my voice. Now, once we get to the part where we're actually fighting pirates, that is the part I consider to be fun. Actually, why don't I just go in there and blitz these guys with ice? If I can do it here. Aggro's drawing them all over the place. I'm probably better off just hitting them from afar. I'm afraid to even look at my FPS counter. It has to be terrible. Terrible. To that end, I think I may go ahead and opt out of doing windowed mode in the future. I'll lose the runs at once, but I'll gain a lot better performance, I think, which is what I'm dying for right now. I mean, like I said, I'm taking up like a portion of my screen, whereas I used to have full access to my screen. The alternative would be I could stream my game on my big screen TV, but, and that just makes things even worse, and use my laptop as not that this is taking my concentration here, but to explain my setup the way it currently is, my laptop is currently playing host of the game. The big screen TV has all my readouts, technical jargon, how the stream is going, and so forth. I can flip the script and have my big screen be what I'm playing on, and have the laptop do what the big screen's currently doing, but I'm not sure how that would work. It may do well, it may not. But transpose! But, I am out of mana. Like I said, I'll probably play with that here in the next couple days. I have streamed content before, so I've seen how things work and how things don't work. Hold on. Transpose. That being said, I'm fairly confident this is going to look terrible no matter how I do it, since, like I said, I have that terrible upload speed. But, at the same time, I do want to try it just to see how well it goes. You know, I like to experiment. I do like Blizzard too for that AoE. It is wonderful. There we go. And my FPS seems like it's dropped. I think that's because of all the Technicolor light effects we have going on screen. The more stuff that's going on, the crappier my frame rate will be. Which I expected. Oh boy, we're almost clear of this part. Here's some Taco Bell from earlier. Now, the alternative to doing a stream, especially if no one is watching, what I can do is I can upload it directly to YouTube after I finish recording it, which is not the worst idea. Of course, it's not a live stream. I can't interact with people as I'm streaming. But if I do that, I would have a higher level of quality with the picture, which I do. I like that. I like 30 FPS at the very least. I like having a clear, crisp picture. And when you're live streaming, you just can't get that kind of quality unless you have a beastly computer along with a very nice level of high-speed internet, which I do not have. So sad. No thank you. Oh, that's at least like a full second of lag, which is not the worst, you know. I used to play, actually, some MMOs on dial-up as early in the future. I did all the way up to about 2010 or so. You know, and people discount dial-up because it is indeed the worst. But it's a lot more powerful than people give it credit for. I'll be glad, though, when it is no longer a thing. Unfortunately, with big telecom industries the way they are, I think there will be still several states... one second. Several states stuck with that nonsense for the foreseeable future. Hey. Where was I on? Dial-up internet. I have my fingers crossed for Google Fiber, because that stuff looks to be the bee's knees. Reliable high-speed internet. Actually, let me eat some food. Oh, crap. I'll eat some food after these guys. I just realized I still have my gathering buff active, which does little to aid me in combat. Uh-oh, too much aggro. Alright. Transpose. And... I bet the tank's like, what the hell is this guy doing? And with good reason, I don't know what I'm doing. It's clearly the worst I've ever done. Let's see. I think the additional guys are gone, so I'll switch back to fire. After that, I'll probably check a few things on the market board once this wraps up, and call that a day. If you are interested in joining my stream, either in-game or just over Skype, and have like someone to talk Final Fantasy about, I would not be against that. I'm always up for conversation, debate, so forth, what have you. It's no good, you know. if I'm not awake, or if I'm not paying attention, I'll just mash the same attack over and over until I realize I have no target. Oh. Speaking of outdated combat mechanics, has anyone here played Terra? I have. I do like the non-tab targeting aspect of Terra, and the Aaron, or is it what they call it? The lolly race. I think that's just about the main draw of that game. But, I've not even looked. Do we have any cat girls on our team? It's a sausage fest in here, which is fine. I forgot which spell I was on. Oh, I hope we're not going to clear out this whole place. Between the lag on my side, and I'm sure the lag on my streaming side, this is not the most captivating content I've ever generated. So, probably, if I do this again, it'll be in full screen. But I'll just have to see. Uh-oh. So what do we... Hold on that. Up. One problem. I sometimes, like, I'll know what's on my hotbar, if you will, but my fingers don't quite know where the numbers are, so I'll just mash in the general direction of what I want. That's why I keep hitting protect instead of transpose. That's also why I'll mix my fire and ice spells up at times. Look, can this guy stop fondling spaghetti in his pants or what? I know, it's bad. Well, I'll occasionally use the mouse to click something, which is, it's very poor form. You should not do it. But, there's a good transpose. But I should honestly wait for the cooldowns to finish, but the laziness is just, I'm compelled just to mash the buttons, button mash it. And there is a bit of lag with this game, so like if you mash it a second before the cooldown little thing is done cooling down, it'll actually start the next bit of casting. So that's kind of why I mashed the button. Alright, Chief. Let's see who's in charge. Mr. Chrono the Sinner. Yeah, the Sinner says it's his door. It's not. He's just taking a break to look at some porno websites, I'm sure. Now the old punchline of that joke would be porno mags, although I would say, does anyone even have pornography magazines anymore? I would say no. Like, why would you rely on a magazine for pornography in this day and age? For any reason. I mean, it's bad enough when you have a physical copy of anything laying around that could compromise your person. Why would you have that laying around? And even if it's well hidden, and I know how to hide stuff, even I would be hesitant to have anything like that in my house. I would rather have it stored nice and securely on some partition of my drive that only I have access to. Like an open sesame kind of deal. I saw something strange today. I was at a cafe and a car rolled by without anyone in it. Rolled over an embankment and landed on 2 cars below. Jesus Christ! Just thought I would share. I'm calling shenanigans. Oh, that's right. That's what I said. I said horse shit. I don't care. Let's see his rebuke. His rebuttal. Legit. He said legit. 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 He saw this occur. Somehow I doubt that. But you know, I wasn't there, so who am I to say? They forgot to put the parking brake on, which is not beyond the realm of reality. Honestly, I really wish I was playing my Arcanist, because when I'm doing Arcanist, I have my pets doing DPS, and I can just dot people and not give a crap for a good couple seconds. Whereas with Mage, what I have to do, I have to balance the spells, I have to use the right spell at the right time, switch over with transpose. It's really, it's like a whole lot of work for very little payoff. And you don't really do good DPS until you become a Black Mage anyway, so it's really just an exercise in frustration. Or so I've heard. I've heard that the Black Mage, just compared to Mage, just blows it out of the water. Okay. Oh, praise Jesus. Forgot where we were. Alright. Okay, well, we'll be closing up this stream here momentarily. Just want to beat this boss first. Clearly the face of a man who does not give a fuck. I will be reviewing the stream, because of course it is archived on the Twitch site, to see how good or bad it did turn out. My guess is very bad, but I'll see that here shortly. I may actually do a post-stream stream to test out the quality of the stream when I do it on full screen as opposed to a partial screen here. Which I think it'll be a lot better. Like, why isn't he casting thunder? I'm not casting thunder because I don't care. I just don't. Not with as much lag as I'm getting. That's just another thing I have to worry about balancing. I should move fire closer, but I do like Scathe. Or I could do like a control plus something and switch it to that. I'm trying to see how I do my controller setup. When I say controller, I am actually playing on a keyboard and mouse. But I would love to see some professional setups, you know, see how they lay their spells out. I don't particularly like using control plus whatever to do a spell. I like those to be like the less used spells, such as transpose and so forth. But there are a few spells I don't mind pressing control and then a number with. Shoot! No! No! Shit. Where is it? I'm not a bad typist, but the number bar, you know, if I could use the side pad for spells, or the number pad, I should say, that would almost be preferable, I think. Oh. Also, if it seems like I'm kind of not doing stuff, that's partially because the game is a little bit laggy for me. The game's not that bad, though, but it's enough to where if I'm not paying attention, I won't do something that I'm supposed to, for sure. Dang it! There we go. Jizz. Oh, jizz. Skip this business. And I think the longer I go, the more laggy it will become. I believe. I don't know for sure. Welcome to episode 1, where I talk about my inadequate technology. It's compelling stuff. Come, learn about how shitty my internet is. Or how I'm playing on a laptop. I would get a desktop, and I should, but I have no money. I'm poor. I should get a job, but at the same time, not working feels really nice. It feels really nice to just lay in bed and not do anything. My only contention is the lack of money, and I do have a little nest egg I'm sitting on, but it's not that much. I am gonna have to start working probably at the end of the month, which I can deal with. Oh shoot! No. I keep casting Protect by accident. I don't want to actually look at the keyboard as I'm playing. That's kind of lame. Uh-oh. Am I doing too much damage? I'm gonna these guys with shit. These guys with fire. Fire! I probably shouldn't have done. Oh well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. It never even mattered. Yeah, we win. Ugh. Understand. Player commendation. I mean, commendate the tank for that amazing story. And I shall not take those pants. Will he give me a commendation? Usually, I just get handed commendations like it's nothing. Oh, I got one. I'm so happy. I'm so happy he gave me the commendation. I don't need him. I already got the achievement for this challenge week. But hello. Oh yeah, there we go. Outside the instance, it's a bit less laggy. So maybe it is okay in windowed mode unless I'm doing a dungeon. But yeah, for dungeons I may go ahead and switch over to full screen. Oh, I have 10. Oh. Oh. All right. Let's get this party underway. Magic. Well, I'm curious. Are those goggles actually helping me do mining? I think they are. I'll find out momentarily. Fine. Raw garnet. What server are you playing on? Oh, it's not the one I'm on? Well, screw your stream. I don't even care. Probably. Are the words you're saying. The server I am on. Goblin level up, mother. There we go. Alright. Alright. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I don't... let go. Right. And that's about that. That should about do it, I think. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna check my video and my audio and see how the stream turned out. I sincerely hope no one was actually suffering through this content, waiting for that big payoff where maybe like, oh, you won $100 for listening to my stream. Usable only at the Valve Steam store, online store. There's no prizes. You win nothing. I'm just gonna close off the stream and watch it myself in solitude. At this point, you can go ahead and stop watching if you want, but there's nothing more that I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go check some bank stuff and just pretty much stop the stream after that. Hey, are you still watching? I guess, yeah, you can go ahead and keep watching, I guess. Like I said, there's the fun part. The fun part has ended. If you could call that previous part fun. Urgh. Earlier this evening, I did have some Taco Bell. I had their quesadilla with extra cheese and extra chicken, and that came with a free taco. I was fairly pleased. Nothing is sold! Jeez, god dang it. It's alright. I don't even care. So all my characters and their retainers are Star Ocean themed, if you can guess the references and whatnot. Let's see. Put all that crap in there. Oh, viscous secretions. This has so many joke possibilities. I love it. I love it. Alright. In there. But seriously though, you can go ahead and stop watching. There's nothing left. I'm just putting this junk in my retainers. There's nothing to see. And it seems like the camera is drifting downward every time. It settles in a downward position, which I'm not sure why. We're shutting it down. We're shutting it. It's closed. We're closed for business.
Try as I might, I can't stay mad at you.
And get out of here. Right. Good night. Go to bed. Go to bed, you guys. Stop watching. Go to bed. Go to bed. Guys, seriously, go to bed. Guys, go to bed. Go to bed, guys. Go to bed.